Hey guys, Kuzomari back with another video. In this video today I'm going to be drawing Naruto. But for this video and this design, I'm going to be trying out something a little bit different, as you can probably see from the title of the video. I'm going to be designing Naruto as if he was in a steampunk themed type story. And with this design I'm still keeping close to my style, more so than taking elements from Kishimoto's style. I try to keep it within my style range more so, because just want to keep it fun and interesting and just have some fun with this character design. And pretty much the base to this video was thinking about trying to do a series like this where it's like a redesign series where I might redesign characters as if they were like in some other genre story. For example, I'm thinking about doing a specific character redesigned as a Black Clover Magic Knight, and stuff like that. Like doing stuff like that, and even putting other characters just in other universes, or even a universe that doesn't actually exist. Like instead of steampunk, I could have done cyberpunk. Not exist. Like I know. There are stories that have cyberpunk in them, but I'm talking about it wouldn't be specific to a series. It would just be the general idea of cyberpunk, kind of like this. I did Naruto as steampunk, and it's not necessarily from any specific story. It's just taking elements of steampunk and kind of putting Naruto into it. If this video gets some good reception, I'll definitely be doing more of these more often. Because they're really fun, just taking characters and doing them in different genres, seeing them kind of like out of their element. Like I thought about doing a Yakuza version of Asta, which would look freaking ridiculous the way I was imagining it. So I was thinking about doing stuff like that, and there's so many characters to choose from and so many genres I could do, because I could do different genres, and I could do the same character in different storylines, as if they're in different stories. So there's so many possibilities, and this one was really fun. And I could always do redesigns of this type of stuff, because this wasn't the only steampunk Naruto design I was imagining in my head, and I kind of merged them all together into this. But there were some more simple ones, there's some more retro ones, there's some more futuristic looking ones, and stuff like that. And doing stuff like this is also really fun and good practice, because you get practice doing other genres of drawing, and it also helps you learn what makes a good character design. It helps you be able to just kind of flush out doing characters in general, because if I wanted to with this design, all I would have to do is change a few things on it, and it technically would be considered an original character, because the only two things on here that are actually Naruto related are arguably maybe his hair, and then the dashes on his cheek. But altogether, honestly, like, his hair doesn't even look perfectly like Naruto's either. That could be passable as in other characters as well. So I was looking at this as something fun, but also it helps kind of exercise your character designing skills. Now, if I was doing this for a manga, I would simplify the character design down much more than what's going on here. And that's because you have to draw the character over and over and over again, and it would just be really hard to draw a design like this repeatedly over and over and over again. Like those canisters on his hip, I would choose a much simpler design that still portrays what I wanted it to portray. And guaranteed I did kind of go with the theme of like that big container on his back was supposed to be symbolistic of like a scroll, and like a big scroll that he summons the frogs with, and then the things on his hip are supposed to be kind of like little scrolls. So I was trying to bring in like the design elements of a like a ninja into steampunk, but it ended up turning out to look like those things on his belt were kind of like grenades almost, it looks like, or they could be other devices. And it was actually kind of cool to see how that happened, because it can bring, you know, a new eye almost to like the character design, because it's the shape of a scroll, but its use could be something different. And that's one of the things you can explore in character designing, is essentially saying, you know, I want to make a sword, but what if the sword was a tree? And then think about how to make a sword tree, which would essentially be, you know, a sword that is probably merged with wood in some sort of way that looks really cool. You can even have leaves on the end of it. And then with that comes with the creative part of, well, what's its story? Why is it like that? If it's like wood on with the sword, is it just a sword that's made with wood and it has leaves on it? Or if the leaves are actually alive, is this sword actually living? Stuff like that. And sometimes exploring that, you know, creativity of merging ideas like that and actually creating a design from it can end up getting you even a story idea, because a whole story idea could be based around, you know, a character that has a living sword that's actually, you know, a plant, a tree. And you know, that actually sounds pretty cool in general. Of course, you'd have to think the character and the main plot and all this other stuff, but you know, the important part is to, you know, start. You would want to start somewhere, and starting designing and being creative is, you know, the first step. Of course, you can always start stories wherever you want, but this video kind of, me talking in this video kind of went off into a weird area, but I don't know, it was kind of fun. But yeah, I might do Naruto and other genres. I have a lot of other genres and characters I can put them in and stuff like that. Like, I think it would even be cool to, you know, like take someone from a sports manga like Haikyuu and actually put them in like a superhero story, or take like someone from a superhero story and put them in a design of, you know, a sports story. It was kind of close to the end here, so just remember, if you guys want to check me out on my other social media, I'm mostly active on Instagram. Links to that stuff will be in the description, as well as Patreon for anatomy tutorials, manga tutorials, and painting tutorials, stuff like that. But I'd like to take this time to thank my current Patreons: Ashley Elizabeth, Woody Olis, Heke Pelage, Sam Tinley, Wear My Crown, Daniel Healer, Osu, Poetical Gora, Noah Henderson, Mercuzio, JT, and Satoshi. You guys are the best pencil shinobis there are, and help me be able to do what I do on this channel. In any case, if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, like what you see, please subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified when each video comes out. And like always, guys, hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.